Let's go live. Let's learn together. If we don't learn together, I show you information I have here, and I am not perfect, right? So you can watch as I learn or watch as I present what I have learned so far, right? Yeah? You can hear me? We're good? Yeah, that indicates to me right there. You see that? That indicates that you can hear me. We don't get a lot of help over here, right? Not too much support, but I do appreciate the ones we have for sure, right? All right, you see it? So, we're going to look at this character that was once on the main stage, L. Ron Hubbard. You see American author right here? Scientology, right? You see, is a set of beliefs and practices invented by the American author, L. Ron Hubbard. You see that? And an associated movement. It is variously defined as a cult. You see that? A business. You see that? Right? A religion, a scam, or a new religious movement. You see that right there? I mean, this says right here Scientology addresses the spirit, not the body or mind, and believes that man is far more than a product of his environment or his genes. That sounds rather interesting to me, you know. But again, right over here, cult, business, religion, scam. You see how they do that, right? Okay, so right, so I'm on board so far. That's kind of where we're at here so far. Okay, this says Hubbard was an officer in the Navy during World War II, where he briefly. Oh, is it going to block all of that or what? No, we're good. See that? Where he briefly commanded two ships, but was removed from command both times. The last few months of his active service were spent in a hospital being treated for a variety of complaints. See that? In 1953, the first churches of Scientology were founded by Hubbard. You see that? And maybe I think I have everything like semi in order here. Again, it's not like super easy to do decodes. I mean, I just started putting this together earlier, took a nap, ate. You know what I mean? Oh, let me just show you. Real person. Hello. All right. So we'll move forward a little bit here. And if I have to break away, I will, as always, right? So here you go. World War II. Let me check Navy real quick. I didn't enter like everything here. I don't have time to do that, but this is probably one I should enter real fast. Navy. Oh, let me open up. I see where it already hits with the 62 and the 46 right there. All right, 62 and 46 like SACRIFICE, 17 like KILL. I see that. 19 like chaos. All right, we'll just leave it like that for right now. All right. So we're still good. Should still be good? Yeah. Okay. The first Church of Scientology opened in 1954 in Los Angeles. Hubbard stated, "A civilization without insanity, without criminals, and without war, where the able can prosper and honest beings can have rights, and where man is free to rise to greater heights, are the aims of Scientology." Sounds good, right? Sounds good, doesn't it? It sounds good, right? So again, this is the info I pull up on Google. You know, I'm not like your first source, obviously, for this information. You can do your own research. Okay, this is what I'm reading here. Now, I don't know who the character is. Like, I never seen the character in real life. Do you understand? So a lot of these things and how we get deceived in the world. You see what I'm saying? So again, like none of this is my opinion, right? It's Lafayette. You see that? Lafayette, Ronald Hubbard. And you see the other numbers. We're going to get into all that, right? Look, it was an American author and the founder of Scientology. Okay? What's going on, Richard? Appreciate you joining. It's nice to get somebody in here. You see how I did it just on the one channel and kind of like promoting it on the other channels, and I got the duck back right there. You see that? We're good though. Glad you're here. I see it shows 2 people. I'll play the video clip now too. All right. Yet to decode this character, but we know the world is a stage, right? So
back in 19
oh, and I try to avoid copyrights, whatever it takes. So I don't know if the magic words are no copyright. This is all kind of like, I don't make money here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing any of this for money. Obviously, money's cool, right? But I don't do this for money. This is still fun for me. Just saying that. So whatever this channel is, okay, appreciate you. Yeah.
Back in 1968, Hubbard was running Scientology from England because the FDA raided Scientology's headquarters here and seized all the e-meters in 63 and said that he was practicing medicine without a license and caused legal problems there. So he left the U.S., went to England for a few years. He got in trouble there and decided that he would buy a ship and run Scientology from international waters. And that was the birth of the Sea Org.
No, it's just random. Right here. Yeah, no, just a random, Scientology, right? Random. Scientology addresses the spirit, it says, not the body. I can kind of agree with this in a way. Maybe whatever you want to title it, believes that man is far more than a product of his environment or his genes. That's very interesting with what we do, huh? With what we talk about. Yeah. But with what we talk about, that actually doesn't sound bad. But then they put it over here. Cult, a business, a religion, a scam. See that? So yeah, we're just getting going here. The first Church of Scientology opened in 54. It says Los Angeles here. Let me enter that real quick. Some of this stuff may connect up in the upcoming presentation here. I see that. You know what? I think that might hit right there, right away. We get that 19 in Navy, 109, right there. You see that? Opened the first church in Los Angeles. That's why we kind of do it on the side too. We build on it. And 46 and 62, Sacrifice. On top of that, right? So we'll leave that over there and utilize it if we need to. Author, dead in 86. You see that? To get rid of. Fear. You know. Battlefield Earth. Branded outlaw. Okay, just, just a pick we have here, right? Is this a young Elron right here? And who knows with the picks, Remember they had the paintings of the supposed real people? And we're supposed to just be like, yeah, that's a real person, that painting. This obviously not that, but who knows? So this is a span. Okay, this is a span of 49 days right here from the death date to the upcoming, which he never saw, right? The birthday? Dead January 24th, 86. And there's the birthday. You see the 49 days like the middle name, Lafayette, and that's a reverse reduction. And I'm not going 49ers because this isn't like a trending story. You know what I'm saying? If this was something trending, I'd be like all day. But no, so we just look at that 49 for what it is, and you see the 49 numerology. And I'll show you how the 49 connects here to another number that we see a lot, right? Or a set of numbers. I mean, however you want to call it. But you see the 49 numerology, dead on a 49 numerology right there. Okay, so you see it again right there, 124 in the single digits of the year, and 1986, 86 to get rid of. You see that? 49, you add it up, 4 plus 9 is 13. And you see that right there. You see the 130 numerology. And those are like the top two numerologies on the death date. 130, like 13. And that is a so-called unlucky number in this country, right? I think so too, but if it just depends on how people gamble, probably. And it's in Vegas even. It's supposed to be the Niners. But I think over the last couple of years, they really don't want to talk about this work or hobby right here that we're doing, because the numbers hit and it shows it's all scripted no matter how you run it. More is hitting for the Niners. And I'm going to say, yeah, Niners, but it could be the Chiefs with all of those connections as well. But more is going for the Niners. And I believe originally it was supposed to be the Niners. What are they going to do with the Great Reset? That would suck, right? Come back with some new, we got to figure all this out again. And everybody's had help along the way. This character looks stressed, huh? What does ship equal? Navy, and they even brought it up in that little clip. That's interesting right there. Okay? That's interesting right there. I'll try to remember to come back. We'll remember at some point. Very interesting right there. In 1978, and again, maybe some of the dates kind of bounce around a little bit. I did my best. Not perfect, you know what I'm saying? But it's all here. Should make sense. So in 1978, L. Ron Hubbard was convicted in absentia. Somebody out there is like, ha ha ha, doesn't even know how to say it. Okay, cool. Absentia by French authorities. You see that? Convicted of engaging in fraud. That's interesting. It is a fake world, right? It is a fake world, right? Think about it. L. Ron Hubbard was convicted of fraud. See that right there? Fined $35,000. Do we have a 35 over here real quick on the fly? We got a 53, and there's probably a 35. I guess I'll just look real quick. And to me, that's like a semi stretch because it's just a 35. But I'm looking on the side here just to see if it hits in a name or something. Nope, it doesn't. But man, I don't even enter that much stuff over here. It's just kind of what we need. You know, we could like try to break it down and make the 35 hit somehow, some way. But we're good on that. That's why we do it on the fly, but we have the, yeah, wow, huh? Mm-hmm. I mean, I've been saying it, man. It's all the way down to us characters as well. I mean, think about us, Richard, with the connection we have on here, you know, with the Sinead O'Connor, December 8th birthday. You know, all of that connected with us here. And her death date, July 26th. I mean, the world's just fake. Okay? You see what I'm saying? But you get a good sense at base character names and how they run. You know, they like to use that word clone. You know, that's kind of a mainstream word like Illuminati. Right? You know what I'm saying? This world. So, engaging in fraud, right? Fine 35,000 French francs. Oh, that's francs, right? Fine 35,000 French francs. We can do like a translation on the money or whatever. We don't need to do that. Sentenced to 4 years in prison. It says the head of the French Church of Scientology was convicted at the same trial and given a suspended 1-year prison sentence. You see that? Fraud. Y'all watch YouTube, right? Yeah, y'all watch YouTube. That's interesting with the fake world, don't you think? You know, this is just how I'm going to do it, right? Look how Hubbard in reverse equals the death date 133, 13/3, or you could say the 13th day of the 3rd month. I know we see that. You can literally take paper and pencil. You see that? Reverse the alphabet. Hubbard 133. Lafayette, Ronald Hubbard. Yeah, he died 133. I got to think of other words. DIED. He went on a diet. He went on a diet. Maybe we say that. Wow, we could say that, right? L. Ron Hubbard went on a diet, a permanent diet, the 13th day of the 3rd month. And you just run his last name in reverse, you get that. A stroke. Sympathy with any victims out here. We have a fake world we're dealing with here. You know? We're on fire over here. Not literally. Not literally. And that 133 is going to sync up with some politic numbers, isn't it? You can look on the side. I mean, I'm just saying. And we have some 4774s, right? Right? That's interesting. President 133. Notice the 47 and don't forget it. You shouldn't forget it, right? You shouldn't forget it, right? No. You see those right there, though? I'm not even going that route. And I know there's 25s and 52s I saw as well. I'm just, you know, that's just kind of on the side, right? You see that, though, right there? 86 to get rid of. A stroke. Okay? And it does say chief. That is interesting. This is just random, okay? This is just me doing this. Earl Cooley, chief counsel for the church, said Monday night, you know, back in this era, that Hubbard died in his sleep of a stroke on a ranch in San Luis Obispo. And I guess I'm going to have to look at that. George Whiting, the sheriff and coroner of the San Luis Obispo County, said, well, they really didn't lie because he said that's what he said in a telephone interview, that the body was photo. Yeah, that's what he said. No lies. But what happened before he said that? You see? You see that? Let me go ahead and look at San Luis Obispo over here. And let me do it like this. Where did L. Ron Hubbard die? Oops, I just gotta say it. Oh, it's not good. It doesn't want to tell me. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so I'll just let me go type it then. Screw it, right? Just let me go type it. San Luis Obispo. Is it like that? Let me verify. I'm looking. I know secret society equals 166. I know secret society equals 166. Let's see. Obispo. Obispo. You see that? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Okay. 81 ritual and 2 ciphers. Let's see if this hits anywhere else here. Ooh, as my appetite grows. As the appetite grows. No? Syncs up with February 5th, 1986. Wow, what? There's that 86. I think that's from another decode, though. Okay. That's okay. Just on the side right there, right? So let's get back over here. A stroke. Stroke equals 88, 38. And this is the guy that took over after the death in 86 to get rid of David Miscavige. Is that how you say it? I think I've heard that name before. Oh, I might have to shut the window. Let me shut the window. I mean, come on. Really? Is this the city of Mesa? I don't know what's going on here. This is Arizona, right? All right, so we're good on volume. Hello. Hi. Look at the 88 stroke ordinal. 88 in David Miscavige. I mean, I think it's Miscavige. You see that? 88 grew up to assume control of Scientology, where founder L. Ron Hubbard died. You see that? I don't know if it was like his sidekick or something like that. Oh yeah, my mom. Yeah, you mentioned that before too. Showing our connection by the numbers. And sometimes I'll read stuff and I need to let it sink in as well. Numbers. Okay, got you. It is what it is. It's just how it is. Like Sandra Day O'Connor died, and right around that same time, O'Connor's restaurant closed permanently here, and she died in Phoenix. He goes by LRH as well, L. Ron Hubbard, but even if he didn't, it's the initials 38, and you get the murder, death, killing, RIP with the 38, and you see the 88 sync up with how he died, stroke. Right there. Oh, and California equals 88. Appreciate the 3 people I see. California equals 88. San Obispo County. Where is San Obispo County? Obviously not in Arizona. California. California checks in with the 88 on top of that, right? You see that just on the fly a little bit, and there's probably more. There's that 52 that I said I was seeing. You see that? President and White House even. Not saying this is a political connection. Wow, that 182 hits. Appreciate you for seeing that. You know what I'm saying? Wow, the 182 hits big time where he dies. And where was that 52? And the 182 hits coming up. I don't want to forget that. So where was that 25 and 52 just quickly? And if not, we're good. If not, we're good, right? And maybe it comes up later again. That's cool. It was probably something on the fly. It was probably something over there, actually. Let's look real quick. Ship equals 52, like California. And you heard the video. He said he was trying to do Scientology out of a ship. They were hating on him. And you see the 25 even. White House 52. I mean, again, it's not a political. There's a lot of political numbers that are hitting here, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you see that? Fraud is what it says. You see? Engaging in fraud. Right there. Now, who was this guy? Let's see who was this guy. Who was David Miscavige to L. Ron Hubbard? Cleric? That's what he is. You see this right here? Miscavige was a deputy to Scientology founder L. Ron Hubbard. As a teenager, he joined the Sea Org. That's how you say that. A management group for the Scientology organization. Okay, so you see? And that's how L. Ron died a stroke. You get 88, California 88, dies in California, LRH. You know, L. Ron Hubbard. And I'll just put LRH right here. And you just go down and you see right here, it takes us to L. Ron Hubbard. You see that? And it's the initials nonetheless, right? Hubbard equals 133, dead 13/3 of a stroke. And you see how that syncs up with the person that takes over. And you see this 88-day span right here. Okay. Oh, there's that 52. And is this like another incident? Either way, we see it connect. Is this more fraud? Arrested in the middle of a lecture. That makes sense. You see that? That could happen, right? That's why we, right? May have been annoying, may have been making something look bad, right? You see that? But you see that 88-day span. Okay. Now that would be the anniversary, it looks like. You see that? That would be, and remember, Ship has the 52 and 25. We'll play the clip again. Appreciate the 5 people in here. You see that 88-day span from the anniversary of this arrest right here for more fraud, it looks like. Or maybe it's the same one. But anyways, you see this 88-day span? And that's to what? The upcoming birthday, which he never saw. More 88s, like stroke. You see that right there? And then the guy that took over, yeah, 88. We know about those 38s. Murder, death, killing, RIP. You know, sympathy, always. Wow, and even the 1216. Yeah, those numbers sync up as well, Richard. You know, more of like on the personal level, right? You see that? 88, California 88, stroke 88, dead in California. LRH 38, stroke 38. Look, You know? We see that. Here, let's do this again.
Back in 1968, Hubbard was running Scientology from England because the FDA raided Scientology's headquarters here and seized all the e-meters in 63 and said that he was practicing medicine without a license and caused legal problems there. So he left the U.S., went to England for a few years. He got in trouble there and decided that he would buy a ship and run Scientology from international waters. And that was the birth of the Sea Org.
So ship. You saw that, right? A ship. It's a ship. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. This is kind of how we get our point across. Yeah. Oh, do you want me to? Oh, yeah, yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, that is. It's just pronounced differently than it's pronounced differently. But I know it's Miscavige. I've heard of that name, right? And maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. And maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Think about it. O'Brien, right? I'm O'Connor. Hey, what's up? Fake world. Think about it. Think about it. Okay? Again, I have my ways of getting my point across. Okay? I have my way of getting my point across. You see? Hey, you know what? Let me say something real quick. Um Hey, let me say something real quick. Okay, hold on. Hey, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Sports Gematria? Y'all look at that channel. It is funny. It's honestly funny. It doesn't uh I don't know what kind of grown up can't think it is kind of hilarious. It's funny. Look at the new sports gematria. I can't hate on that. It's hilarious. Look at the new sports gematria. I'm serious. You have to just be a grown up to see it's funny. And that's all I'm gonna say. Check out the sports gematria new video. You know what I'm saying? I can accept that. That is funny. Okay, look at it. Okay, that's just what I'm gonna say on that. It's interesting, right? I'll say shout out too. That's hilarious. It's hilarious. I can't get mad at that. Go check it out. I'm in the thumbnail. It's interesting. And I shouldn't even say it, but it's funny. It's really funny. Check it out. Go check that out. Sports Gematria. Yeah, that's funny. It is funny. Go check it out. Anyways, I made a thumbnail. BLOODSACRIFICE. And remember, he went on a permanent diet. That's going to be my saying now. Okay? Maybe I'll utilize it again, but I'm saying it right now. This character, Hubbard, went on a permanent diet. Diet. On the 13th day of the third month, right? And Hubbard equals 133. And you see that in ordinal right there? You see that? Well, the reason why I'm showing you that and why I always say I'm not perfect is because L. Ron Hubbard. Doesn't L. Ron Hubbard have the 121? Maybe I'm wrong. You see? I might be wrong. It's got the 115. And you see the 52 right there? Right? And you see the 121 date numerology. So you see how we just bounce around. You see how, and that's probably coming up. And you saw the 52, which I brought up on the side earlier, which has nothing to do with the, really? It has nothing to do with the presentation, but you see how I'm seeing the 52. Ship 52 and 25, right? L. Ron Hubbard 52, you heard the video. I still see that 182. I see the 115 like killing and Masonic. You see that right there? We see the 121 right there, the upcoming birthday, which supposedly you didn't see, right? 86th to get rid of. You know, that probably syncs up with the ship thing as well. So are you hated on? Was this character hated on, or was he just seems kind of over the top, right? I mean, maybe I shouldn't judge. He looked kind of stressed. He did look kind of stressed in a way, you know, maybe more of those pics. You know, it does look kind of stressed, doesn't he? You know, I mean, I guess if you're running around as a character committing fraud, yeah, and I don't know the character 100%. I just kind of know the world's fake and this is what I'm going to do. Right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe. And maybe they wanted us to think that. Again, when I go back over here, none of that sounds good. Associated, you see this? Scientology, a set of beliefs, and it's got lie in the middle. That's interesting, huh? I don't know where I heard that before. But an associated movement, variously defined as a cult, a business, a scam, a religion. Fake world, huh? But then this doesn't sound that bad. You know, because right? This kind of is kind of like, let's go back to the basics here. With all the materialism, we're good on that. You see? Believes, we get that word again. That's interesting. I can't say it enough. That man is far more than a product of his environment or his genes. L. Ron Hubbard. Okay? Yeah. Just a little bit of fraud right there. You know, and of course we have more. And this comes together nice again. Right? You see the 121, the upcoming birthday. And that's the good one right at the top, 3/13/1986. With the 86. Is this another incident? I don't know. Maybe it's the same again. That's probably besides the point. You know what I'm saying? In 1978, Hubbard was convicted of fraud. Ah, you're seeing a pattern here. And it's a fake world, right? Scripted. Base characters. Was tried in Absentina. I have to look that up, you know, by France. So what, I don't know what that means. How does he not know? Oops. Is this what we want right here? I don't let me see. And maybe I'm looking at it wrong. You know, maybe it's not a word. It appears to be a word. Definition by France, so I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody else knows. It's not even pulling up over here. So anyways, we'll just, oh, well, we get this that says a French word. Let me look at that again. See that right there? Oh, I think I spelt it wrong. Absentina. Is that what it says? Oh, okay. While not present at the event. Okay, is what that says. Learn together or watch me struggle. Was not present. Hubbard was convicted of fraud after he was tried not present by France. Is France? What do I know about France? French fries. I think the Jesuits were founded in France. French fries, French kiss, right? Were the Jesuits founded? I'm just curious. Where were the Jesuits founded? In France. That's interesting. I don't know. Just spitting out some things that I know about France. Or I've learned, right? Look at that. Look at this. More fraud. L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology, author in the Navy. Okay. Look at this. In the same year, 11 high-ranking members of Scientology were indicted. Look at the next birthday, 111 numerology. Didn't see. Look at how he was born in 1911. Notice how Ron equals 47. That's kind of an ABC 123 cipher, right? Some people want to argue and deflect off of the alphabet. I don't care if it's first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. I was taught the alphabet. It makes sense to me. You see the 47, right? Dead at 74, the reflection. You see the killing with 74. You see 115, which we brought up earlier, killing, right? And you see how the world is fake as well with a lot of the politic numbers in here, right? Even with the 88, we know about all that. But it's just, again, it's all synced. What does cult equal? You see, I didn't, I could have went and just let's go enter every word. We can hit on the side, right? Cult equals 11. Ding. 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 You see? 52 and 25 like shit. And 56. And that 20 is going to come into play, which right now I'm getting rid of. Shit. 52, 25, and 56 like Colt. And you see the 11. Born in 1911, 11 high-ranking numbers. Members of Scientology indicted the same year, 111, the upcoming birthday numerology.
Back in 1968, Hubbard was running Scientology from England because the FDA raided Scientology's headquarters here and seized all the e-meters in 63 and said that he was practicing medicine without a license and caused legal problems there. So he left the U.S., went to England for a few years. He got in trouble there and decided that he would buy a ship and run Scientology from international waters. And that was the birth of the Sea Org.
Boom. And doesn't that 52 and 25 has been hitting on the side? L. Ron Hubbard, 52. California, 52. Look at all that. You see that? All that just like shit. Look at that. There's the 20. LRH again, you see, may refer to L. Ron Hubbard, founder of Scientology. And you see France again right there. LRH 20, 43, 16. Ron 20. Well, did I say 43? But this is why, if I did make that mistake, you see the 34. 20, and then the reflection 34 and 16. 43 in Hubbard, and then back over here, 20 equals ship. 20 equals ship. You see that? Right there. And if we notice any 71s, that's going to be the 20th prime is 71. And it might be coming science fiction equals 71. You see? A prolific writer of pulp science fiction, as well as the founder of Scientology. But you see? And also fantasy novels in his early career. In 1950, he authored Dianetics. Now, 50 equals politics, bullshit, and Donald. Again, just so you know, right? And then you get Dianetics with the D, the modern science of mental health. We need to look at that because I keep seeing Dianetics and established organizations to promote and practice Dianetics techniques. You see the 71, and then you see that with Ron, and you see how we did that. Right? See how we did all that. LRH with the 20. You see all that right there, right? So that's Dianetics. When was Dianetics released? There it is. So we get a May 9th. They might have said that already, and I may have missed it. But you see a May 9th. So let me just see if I get a 59 real quick. Let me just look real quick on the side. Well, that's the 9th day of the 5th month, right? This middle name again, you get the 9th day of the 5th month, Lafayette. And that hit earlier in the decode. Lafayette with the, oh, no, that's the first name, excuse me. I may have said middle name earlier as well. That's the first name. The 9th month, or the 9th day of the 5th month. And there it is. On the 9th day of the 5th month. Lafayette, Ronald Hubbard. And you get Ronald like Donald as well, right? And Donald equals 50. The modern science of mental health. This may be a big book for him. It keeps popping up. You see this? Which quickly caught fire and over time morphed into a belief system. Think about it. The word with lie in the middle as well, right? And fraud, right? Oh, probably. Oh yeah, and all these characters, Danny Masterson, right? As well. Oh, Florida equals 38. Florida equals 38. LRH 38, stroke 38. Murder, death, killing, RIP. Again, that's interesting. We just show the world's fake. Let me look at Ron Hubbard. Ron Hubbard birthday. Look at that. You get the mix up of 313, the birthday for L. Ron Hubbard. And look, born the same year. It's just a fake world. Or that's L. Ron. My bad. Oops. I'm glad I caught that. Oh, wait, hold on. Are you telling me that you're telling me there's a Ron Hubbard and it's not L. Ron? No way. Is that what you're saying? Oh, I recovered smoothly from that. Are you saying there's a Ron Hubbard? It's not popping up. Probably got to scroll down. Oh, here it is. It's going to sync up with Elron. You know it's synced. Till death do us part. Let's see if we got a birthday, if that is it. (2010). We're not going to get much with that. Actor. It says actor and producer. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. Has to be connected. I'll put till death do us part real quick and just see what happens. Go over here. Till death do us part. Look, you get, there it is. The 9th day of the 5th month. You see that? Right there. 9th day of the 5th month. The Modern Science of Mental Health. With this book, Hubbard introduced a branch of self-help psychology, you see, called Dianetics. You see? You see that? So it syncs up with that and Ron Hubbard. Now, if this is the guy and he's some actor, I don't know, whatever. It didn't say actor, but you see, the world's synced. What about housekeeping? Let me just look at that. And even if it didn't hit, and these other numbers probably hit as well, right? Is that a movie, Housekeeping? Let's see. Look, 54, like where L. Ron died. But again, that's just side stuff we don't need. We've already hit amazing, you know? Oh, let me look. Who directed Apollo 13? Ron Howard. That's what I was thinking too when you said that. It's probably connected though. Probably connected though. I was thinking maybe he's thinking about Ron Howard as well. That's okay. That's why, hey, if we don't say that stuff, we don't make connections. You know what's interesting? NASA, 88 constellations in the sky, right? NASA equals 8. Government agency equals 80, like 8. With that Ron Howard, you see how it says NASA right there, Apollo 13. There's a whole bunch of 88s, and we got confused on the name. Dead in California, 88. 88-day span from that fraud arrest to the upcoming birthday, which you never saw. And the person who took over, 88, stroke 88. I said dead in California, 88. You know, and I was thinking that's what you might have meant as well. And you get the 88 constellations. And remember, Dak Prescott has the birthday of the founding of NASA, July 29th. And the star on the helmet, the Cowboys. The founding of NASA anniversary. See? Yeah. Yep. And Rick Harrison and all the stuff with Houston and Meg the Stallion now with the beef synced up with Houston. Houston played the Rangers, right? And then the Rangers went to the World Series, both Texas. Rick Harrison, born in 58, like Kamala Harris politics, gold and silver pawn shop. Or no, he's 58 years old, excuse me. Alec Baldwin's born in 58. Helena Hutchins, HH, 88. He shot her birthday 4/9. Yeah. And that she's born on the 13th, Taylor Swift, moved to Hendersonville, Tennessee to pursue a country music career at age 13. And I think Swift or Taylor, one of them equals 58. 5 plus 8, 13. Yeah. So we can probably get towards finishing this up here. We did well. Didn't have to break away to do much. There's that 128 again, David Miscavige. And there's the 182. Look at the 65, and there's the 52 and the 250 again. You see that? Ship 52 and 25. There's the 25 again and 250, and I mentioned it at the beginning. It keeps coming up, right? But look at the 128 and 182. And maybe we see more 52s over here. Remember that 182? California. California equals 182, dead in California. You see that? With the 52s, L. Ron Hubbard, 52, ship, and 25. And it said he got arrested in 52, if I'm not mistaken, or he committed fraud again. And yesterday, and Colt equals 25. And yesterday, which is interesting, was 2/5 currently, and we just happened to choose this. Look at that. Again, that boy, whatever that means. Oh, David Miscavige grew up to assume control of Scientology when founder L. Ron died. Ha 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 ha. They really had that? It makes sense. Is it copyright? Some stuff goes over my head as well. Right? You probably meant something and it probably just went over my head. Oh, interesting. You look over here. Look how that live direct TV feed featuring Inside Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard, all that. Look how it's 3 hours and 22 minutes. Like Genesis 322, Skull and Bones. Probably. The definitions were interesting because the definition, it sounds like it's like trying to free you from like a slaved world almost. But again, there's going to be scam. It's on the world stage, right? Give me your money. Give me it. Like I said, sounds good. Is it an attainable thing though? I don't. Yeah. This sounds very positive right there, but then this sounds horrible. But you see how everything trickles down, right? And you see how the world's fake. Okay, so again, I had to put this together. As we continue to learn, or whatever people want to call it, people learn on different levels. Does look stressed. I bet. For a reason, probably. And there's always more, right? And there maybe still is more coming up. But I think we're close here. Got to put the slides, make a decent presentation for y'all. Scientology founder L. Ron Hubbard left, and current leader David Miscavige. Did we get a birthday on him? David Miscavige birthday. Well, look at that. Thank you, Kevin. Look at this, the 30th day of the 4th month. So kind of like 43, like killing. Or 34, like murder and morgue. Look at 43. Look, LRH. L. Ron Hubbard, the initials. LRH. Yeah. Yeah, 430, like 43. Yeah, you see that right there? Now let's go to the big board. Go to the, look, Hubbard equals 43. The guy who takes over 4/30 birthday, like 43. LRH 43. Killing 43. Sympathy always, but what do you want me to say? And you saw the 115 in killing, like L. Ron Hubbard equals 115. I do have to run the death date now. He dies. What date? What date did we get again on that death date? So we need to run to April 30th real quick. We have to. We have no choice. January 24th to April 30th. Let's see if we go out with a bang. If not, we're good, right? So to April 30th, you would think it would hit, right? Let's see. I think that hits right there. 13 weeks and 5 days before Miscavige's birthday, the person who takes over. And again, L. Ron died January 24. I know I saw 135. Let me see if it was an important 135. No, it was just the movie Housekeeping that was with the Ron Howard or Ron Hubbard. See, I did it again. The Ron Hubbard director right there. So we had 96 and 97. So it was 96 days before the birthday and 97-day span. Even if that hits, it's not major because it's a 96 and a 97. I mean, but I'm still going to look here. No, I don't see it there. What I normally do is I look at the day of the year, and we could probably find a 36 or a 37 up there, but oh, Hitler, you think died that day too? Wow. And that kind of syncs up with that Satan stuff, I think, if you ask me. 120th day of the year, the birthday, leaving 245. Okay. I'm just looking real quick. 120, 245. I'm going to look at that Hitler thing too. 120, 245. Okay. Let me look at that. Oh, Hitler died on 420, didn't he? Hitler's birthday, though. Oh, his birthday. Funny. Hitler's death date. Oh, you got it.
He died in the Fear Bunker on April 30th, 1945.
Wow, that's interesting because they connect everything, and you get the 56 like ship, and I think there was another 56 and 45 like ritual. That's interesting. All right, so I think we'll try it. Let's see what else we have here to try to wrap it up. Prepare to go to work here in a little bit. So that's perfect. That's perfect. So that's perfect. Again, Scientology, a set of beliefs. Here, they sync it up with cult business, and there's a lot of fraud going on here. And then, again, that sounds decent. Scientology addresses the spirit, not the body or mind, and believes that man is far more than a product of his environment. I semi-agree with that. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you. And Richard West again. Y'all are probably busy. I'm about to be busy here myself, but I had to get this to you. You just kind of run the slides again. And you get that 45 reflection right there. The first Church of Scientology opened in 54. And the 54 is going to hit in there somewhere as well. You know what I'm saying? So just run through that again. you know, put the slides together. That's a decent slide. Had to kind of bunch some stuff together there, but you saw it hit. See some of the titles there. Does it say Texas Rangers? All right. All right, so that was the L. Ron Hubbard decode, founder of the Church of Scientology. It said author and a fraud, apparently, as a part of the script. As a part of the script, right? And author Scientology. I mean, whatever you want to call it. And again, I'm not perfect. You know, that's just, I'm a real person. Okay. I don't know everything, right? That's what I came up with. Okay. And that is the L. Ron Hubbard decode. It's on the Math 2Con 2 channel, obviously. Right? Stay tuned to the Math 2Con channel and the Daily Decodes 81 channel. Appreciate everybody. Until next time.